Hi, my name is Brett Ridgeway, and I'm going to do a video and hopefully a series of videos on things that I like or things that I recommend. So you're saying who really cares what you like and what you recommend? I agree with you, but I'm just putting this out there and giving you my opinion of things that I have found helpful or instruments that I like, things of that nature. So we are going to start with a banjo that I have. This is called a Doc's Banjo. He lives in Oregon. He builds these out of his home, pretty much. He's got a workshop in his backyard that he has built, in kind of a log cabin type workshop. And everything is done by hand. And I'm going to show you this, but you know, a lot of banjos, they use jigs. They're manufactured in mass, and these are all hand done. I mean, this is, there are very few, there are some out there, but there are very few banjo makers and instrument makers that do things by hand anymore. So when I say made by hand, if you look at the neck, and this has just got gorgeous woods. There's wenge in there, there's padauk, I think that's ash, if you look at the neck. But the neck is all hand carved, and you cannot really see this neck unless you feel it, but a lot of necks are like perfectly smooth, perfectly round. And while this is smooth, it's not perfectly round, and it's not supposed to be. Every one of his necks are hand carved, so every one of them has a different feel. They all play very well, but they have a different feel to them. If you look at the back here, I'll see if I can show you some of this. Just the workmanship, and I know it's dark. I apologize for that. All right. If you notice the neck, it's not a fretless banjo. It has scallop frets. So from the front, you don't really even see them so much. If you see, I get in the light there, you can see the frets. Somebody had asked me recently if you have to get used to that. Actually, absolutely not. There's no getting used to it at all. And in fact, it just makes it a lot slicker. All right. If you look at the pot right here, this is actually a pear tree that fell down on his property years ago during a winter storm. And you see the different layers of wood. But, you know, to me, this is just absolutely a gorgeous work of art. The skin, the head, is goat skin that is dyed. And if you look on the inside, it's really hard to see the tone ring. That's the tone ring right up in there. It's not a metal tone ring. I believe that is it's mahogany, I think. I don't remember. And it gives it definitely a deeper, woodier sound. And all the metal parts, he manufactures all the metal parts. These are antique brass, and you see this is all antique brass. So it's an absolutely gorgeous instrument. I was talking to Doc a few days ago and just asking him a little bit about his banjos. And I've talked to him a lot in the past. In fact, when I met him, he played several banjos for me over the phone. And it was very weird because he said that I was picking out banjos that were made of fruit trees as far as the sound that I liked. Not that I knew anything what I was picking out. He just said it was odd because every banjo that I liked the sound of was either like an apple or a pear or cherry. The pot was made of some kind of a fruit tree. And he's got a lot of different banjos out there. You know, you need to go to his website and you can see even the different styles that he makes. So I've seen a couple other Docs. My playing partner has a Doc's banjo, which I love. I think hers is gorgeous. And I've seen a couple others, and all of them are very good. They're all consistently good. They're all works of art. I added this armrest here just recently, which does make it a little bit nicer as far as how, just comfort-wise. But that's with any banjo. Let me play something for you. And again, even sound on a video is not true sound. And sound is subjective to the listener. So some people like, you know, a certain sound and some people don't. This has a very bassy, woody sound to it. there you got the sound and you got the looks. I was talking to Doc a few days ago about this, and Doc was a medical doctor. In fact, he was in Kenya, and he gave all that up to become a banjo maker. And he builds these, as I said, out of his backyard in a cabin. But I was talking to him, and he said that in talking that when he started building banjos, he was not a trained luthier to build. He was a medical doctor, but within the body, structure relates directly to function. And in other words, how we're put together, our muscles, our the cartilage, everything, the structure of our bodies are related to function. And when he went into banjo making, he carried that same idea, is that the structure of the instrument relates to the function. It's not all about the bells and whistles, it's about how the instrument's made and the care taken into this. And as I said, these are not mass produced. These are, one-of-a-kind productions for everyone that he builds. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Doc's Banjos. If you're interested in checking out more of his work, or even looking at some of the things that he does, I would go to docsbanjos.com. It's DOCSBANGOS.com, and I'm sure he would appreciate it. And I am not making anything off of doing this. I just really like Doc's Banjos and wanted to share it with you. So thank you.